Now every day on Live at 3, we tackle one of the day's big issues with the man who doesn't own a dog, but only because dogs aren't allowed on his favorite golf course, radio's big dog, Jeff Wagner. The sound-off question today is, should dogs be allowed at state veterans' homes?
Yeah, this is, you guys had this story yesterday, and it really touched a nerve with our listeners. And this was one, normally with our viewers, we have a huge disparity. You know, we'll get people on both sides of the issue, a lot of phone calls, and there was a unanimity here. People very upset with the state of Wisconsin that they won't allow these people in veterans' homes to have access to dogs. Let's start with Kathleen in Milwaukee.
I absolutely think dogs should be allowed in veteran homes. That's the least we can do for our vets, to give them some companionship after all they've done for us. I know my father was a veteran, and I don't know what he would have done without any of his animals.
Yeah, one of the things I've been struggling with is what the purpose of the rule is. The state has this rule that says, I don't get the sense it's been enforced, but now all of a sudden they're starting to enforce it, but it says no dogs in these veterans' homes. And I think the theory is maybe the dogs might pose dangers or something to people.
I don't
Change the rule.
I had a dog that was actually a registered therapy dog when I was living back east. Emma Jo had a little certificate, so she was allowed to go to the hospital and visit patients. Right. You talk about, and these weren't veterans, but just hospital patients. You know, if somebody wanted to see a dog and they were ill, they just light up, you know. Right. Plus, Emma Jo liked hospital food.
I mean, it's used in medical settings. It
sure.
helps with depression and all kinds of things. And, you know, all of a sudden, now these people have to give up their dogs? Are you kidding me?
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, obviously, it seemed to me if you have a resident that has a dog and the dog misbehaves or whatever, okay, well, you deal with it on an individual basis, but you don't say we're not going to allow dogs in the facilities. Here's Bill from Greenfield.
Heaven to Betsy, yes. Let them have their animals. It does them better and good health for them than a lot of human beings. I'm sorry, but they help individuals drastically. It's a blessing from God.
Did you get anybody on the side of the law?
No, absolutely. And it's not even a law, it's a regulation.
Okay,
so,
regulation.
No, I say that because it's a distinction, because
right. I know.
You know, with the regulation, you would think that maybe somebody with the Department of Veterans Affairs or somebody in the governor's office would take a look at this and say, oh, okay, obviously we don't want dangerous dogs in state veteran homes. Everybody gets that. But at the same time, if it's something that can provide some help and comfort for the people who are living there, what is the big deal? Here's Connie in Milwaukee.
I believe that they should be able to keep their animals. I think it would create some jobs for people to take the pets outside. It would give the vets an opportunity to stay with the probably last loved one that they have. I think it's a very good idea.
I can't even imagine what's going to happen to these vets when they have to give up their dog. I mean, it's like a death.
Right. Or the whole situation where, you know, even in many cases, they won't even allow dogs to come in and visit. So let's say you've got a situation where you're in the veteran's home and your grandchildren want to come see you and they want to bring the family pet. They're not even allowed to bring the family pet over unless it's...
like the working dogs,
the therapy dogs, technically the rule applies to them as well, which is crazy. Right. I talked to a veteran today. Danny has a dog that is a veteran of Iraq that was rescued at the end of the war. And he'd like to take that dog, now a therapy dog, and visit the guy that we focused on, Randy Dvorak. So hopefully that'll happen for him. So.
Here's Esther in Milwaukee.
I feel that all veterans should have their pets, whether it be a dog or a cat. They've served their country, and they deserve to have a little bit of respect and enjoy their life with their companion, which would be an animal.
Okay, I guess here's kind of my message to the Department of Veterans Affairs for the state. This is a dumb rule. Everybody thinks it's a dumb rule. There's no purpose for this. Change it.
Hopefully people make enough noise to, you know, push them to look at this.
Absolutely. I'm with you.